I started my AI agency 12 months ago, and in the first 60 days, I scaled to over $20,000 per month. So today, I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it, because the truth is anybody could follow this exact framework and go from $0 to $10,000 a month in just 30 days. None of this actually requires any luck, and that's because virtually every single business needs AI right now. Yet nobody knows how to actually install AI into their business that actually makes money. Step one is going to be for you to actually understand what this AI is, what it does, and how you could sell it to these business owners, because you can't sell something you know nothing about. Step two is to actually close deals using the Painpoint prioritization method, which we'll go into shortly. And step three is to understand that you never need to build anything yourself. You need to delegate and scale and grow your business properly. This is the exact framework I helped my student Jay implement to go from $0 to $15,000 a month in just 60 days. So if you want me to help you do the exact same thing, then click the link below to apply. That being said, let's get right into it. You see, there's quite literally never been a better time to start an AI agency than right now. Because at this stage in time, everybody knows that they need AI, which means you just need to step in and show these business owners exactly how it works and how much money they can make and how much time they can save with AI. For example, one of our clients, Sarah, runs a dental clinic, and in just 5 weeks of working with us, she automated her entire follow-up system. She went from spending 12 to 15 hours a week on engagement and follow-ups to literally zero. That's almost $4,000 saved per month in admin time alone. And not to mention the 25% increase in booking rate. So how can you get clients paying you between $4,000 and $15,000 upfront on top of a $3,000 to $5,000 a month retainer and actually deliver ROI? Well, it all boils down to step one. Well, step one is to master what actually sells and how to sell it. The biggest mistake I see beginners make is jumping into building out these AI solutions before they actually understand how to sell them and who actually wants what they have to build. So here are 3 AI systems that are actually selling right now. AI voice agents, which are agents that are answering the phone or calling people to automate follow-up or automate incoming leads into a business. Chat agents, which handle lead follow-up, nurturing, and just making sure customer service is absolutely perfect. And then number 3 is a RAG system, which pretty much uses a company's knowledge base to answer questions and inquiries that are coming in. That's it, not some crazy tech model or some crazy integrations needed. All you need to do is understand these models, understand the capabilities of AI, so you could actually diagnose and address problems while on the phone with a business owner. But here's the key. You don't need to be a technical expert. You just need to be able to understand and master the art of selling these solutions. That means understanding the actual business impact and the ROI, not technical specifications. For example, when I'm talking to a law firm, I don't say I could build them a RAG system using vector embeddings and LLM APIs, because truthfully, that is all gibberish to them. They don't care, and that will turn them off immediately. What I can say instead is that I install an AI system that uses your past case studies and past files to automatically answer any questions that are incoming into your business, which saves your paralegals 20 hours a week and allows you to deliver answers to clients in just minutes instead of coming back to them in 1 to 2 days. See the difference? It's the same solution, but one sells and one just doesn't. My student Michael learned this the hard way. He literally spent 2 months selling custom AI automation and got 0 clients. Then he repositioned to voice agents that book customer appointments and make sure that no lead ever falls through the cracks again, and immediately started making money. He literally closed 3 clients in 10 days at $5,000 per month each. Once you master this art of selling, you then move into warm outreach, actually bringing in clients to your business. And I say warm outreach, friends, family, anybody in your network, because this is the best place to start. If you have a warm lead, they're willing to do you a favor and you can get into their business. And once you get into one business, you could then build a referral network. And then once you've exhausted your warm network, you could then dabble in cold outreach. And I by far think one of the best ways that you could cold outreach as an AI agency owner is cold calling, because you're going to be talking directly with the business owner. There's also other methods like cold email, text SMS, LinkedIn messaging, but truthfully, cold calling is the best. And eventually, once you're profitable and you have an actual system, you can then scale with paid advertisements. Just a quick tip. So many people that start an AI business, or any agency for that matter, they want to immediately jump to paid ads. But the truth is they don't actually have a system built out and they don't have any organic leads closed. So when they're getting leads to those paid ads, you are pretty much just giving money into Mark Zuckerberg's pocket for those ads because you don't know how to close the leads. So please, please, please focus on getting leads in organically through warm and cold outreach. And once you get a couple clients, close a couple deals, have some cash in your pocket, then go to paid ads. And I'm telling you, you're going to thank me later. Truthfully, none of this outreach actually matters if you can't close the deal, which brings me into step 2, which is to close deals using the Painpoint prioritization method, or a little thing I like to call PPM. Here's what kills most AI agencies. They get on the sales call and immediately start talking about the AI. That's completely backwards, and instead I use something called the Painpoint prioritization method. And this is the exact framework that has allowed me to make over 6 figures in profit with my AI business in the past 4 months alone. Step 1 is to actually identify the business owner's pain points. Ask questions like, what's taking up the most time in their day? What do you wish you could eliminate completely? Do you have a current system going on for any leads that are slipping through the cracks? These questions are all open-ended questions that get the business owner thinking and actually contemplating about their system, and that allows you to slide in, attack their pain points, and actually deliver value and give them a life-changing solution. But so many of you guys ask closed-ended questions like, do you have a receptionist? Do you want AI? That is not the best way to go about it. The key on the sales call is to get the business owner talking and revealing the problems that are actually going on in their business. Step 2 is to actually quantify the cost of that pain point. So how many hours per week does this exact task take? Then you multiply it out and walk them through the math on the call. If they save 15 hours at $100 an hour, that's nearly $6,000 lost every single month just because of that problem. And step 3 is to prioritize which pain points to solve first. Usually it's the one with the biggest financial impact that's the quickest to solve. Because the truth is, if you use PPM correctly, you will be identifying like 5 to 10 problems in that business that business owner revealed to you. But that's why you have to prioritize which pain point is actually hurting the most. Start with that one. You could always upsell and charge more for more AI solutions later on. But really just start by prioritizing that single pain point. And here's the critical part. I didn't mention AI once until I identified, quantified, and actually prioritized the pain points within their business. Recently, I got on a call with a dental practice owner. And instead of pitching AI chat agents, I asked in a strategic format questions that got them to reveal their real true pain points. And eventually on that call, we figured out that appointment no-shows were costing her just about $8,000 per month in lost revenue. And then I asked her how much time her team spent on these reminder calls, and she said up to 10 hours a week. That's another $2,000 a month in lost revenue. Because he identified that they were spending 25 hours per week on just incoming client calls that honestly didn't even convert 60% of the time. He quantified it as $12,000 in paralegal time wasted every single month. Then he introduced a voice agent that could filter out all the tire kickers and only pass through serious qualified leads into that law firm. And as a result of this positioning using PPM, the ROI was obvious to this business owner. Marcus is now using PPM on every single closing call, and as a result, he's closed over 70% of deals using this exact method. But the truth is, the window of opportunity in this AI gold rush is closing fast. Businesses are desperate for AI, but the truth is there aren't enough people that know how to sell it and implement it properly and actually deliver an ROI. That's why agencies like mine could charge between $4,000 and $15,000 as an upfront fee on top of a monthly cost of $3,000 to $5,000 to these businesses per month per client. The truth is, in 12 months, every marketing company, every freelance business is going to offer AI solutions, so the window for you to get in on it is pretty small. And this is because competition will skyrocket, rates will drop, and the opportunity will be gone. But if you could position yourself in the AI space right now, you could be the go-to person in whichever niche you select. The Painpoint prioritization method is working so well right now because business owners care about the solutions, not the actual technology. But you need to act now while you can still charge a premium and before this market gets oversaturated. Think about it, with just 3 clients at $5,000 a month, you're already at $15,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And that's $180,000 per year, not even including the upfront fee that your clients pay you, which I've never charged less than $4,000 for. And that is completely achievable in 60 to 90 days if you just leverage and use PPM properly. Step 3 is to never build anything yourself, delegate, and scale. And truthfully, this is the part that separates AI businesses that are doing 6 to 7 figures a year from the AI businesses that are making a few grand every single month and working 60 hours a week. The secret that nobody talks about is that I don't build a single AI system myself, not a single one. Instead, I delegate 100% of the build out to developers for about 15 to 20% of the total job cost. So let me quickly break down the math on how that works in a real life situation. So if the client pays me a $5,000 setup fee on top of $3,000 on a monthly recurring basis, I only have to give my developer $800 to build out that entire solution and $0 a month ongoing because quite frankly, the AI system runs itself. My profit on the setup is $4,200, and on a monthly basis, I'm probably taking home anywhere between $3,300 and $3,500 every single month from one client. This is because for the agents to run, there's a little bit of a cost that varies monthly based off usage. This system allows me to focus 100% of my time on sales and client management, which are the high leverage skills that actually continue continue bringing in real money into this business. My student Tim was stuck between $3,000 and $5,000 a month because he was trying to build everything himself and wasn't valuing his time properly. Then once he started working with me and started delegating everything properly, he was able to scale his AI business to $25,000 a month, and he's still growing. So I guess the question begs, where do you actually find developers to build out these solutions for you? Well, the first place to go is on places like Upwork or Fiverr, which are pretty much platforms you could freelance any type of work you want, but you can specifically use it for developers. But the truth is, these aren't my favorite methods because I actually like to trust the people that I'm delegating these $5,000 to $10,000 jobs to, because at the end of the day, this is someone's business that we're working with. So I joined a bunch of Discord, School, and other private communities and actually built really strong connections with developers and actually expanded my network. But on any of these platforms, I guarantee you can find great developers that will be able to build out RAG systems, voice agent, chat systems, or any custom solution that you sell this business owner. And that's why I love the delegation model so much, because this means that I don't have to say no to anything that the business owner is saying. My client close rate and conversion rate is so high because I'm able to delegate all the build out and actually don't have to worry about building anything out myself. But here's where it gets truly scalable, because developers are just the tip of the iceberg. When you actually go deeper, you can build out referral systems for all of your current clients. And once they're getting results, they would be more than happy and eager to refer you to their friends because they want to make sure that everybody's profiting off this amazing AI system. This is another thing that I love about running an AI business, is the fact that I'm actually providing value to these clients. Not some basic funnels, not some basic marketing. No, actual value that is addressing their pain points on a daily basis, meaning they want to refer me and they want me to make more money and they want me to do well. Literally, in this past 2 weeks alone, I made over $15,000 in profit from referrals. Just referrals. I don't have to do any crazy closing, nothing, just referrals alone. And of course, when you're ready to scale your AI business faster, you can then go into paid scaling with advertisements. Facebook ads, Google ads, LinkedIn ads, whatever you want to do. I'm going to preface this again. Don't run ads until you actually have a solid organic system, because every dollar you put into ads, you want to be getting something in return. And you can't do that till you know how to use PPM and close these clients 70% of the time. Once you have case studies, once you have testimonials, then you can scale with an actual profitable system because you know it converts. The amazing part is, once you start to scale, your time commitment actually goes down. When I had 2 clients, I was working like 50 hours a week trying to build everything, trying to close everything, and trying to make everything perfect. But now in my AI business, when I've worked with over 50 businesses, I don't have to put that much work in because I have the systems in place and I know where my leverage is needed and where it's not. Now, if you want me to show you exactly how this works, the specific developers I use, the exact scripts I used using the Painpoint prioritization method, and how to actually scale your business properly with referrals and paid ads, please book a call in the link below and we can see if we're a good fit to work together. But the truth is, I'm very specific with who I work with because I only take on people who want to go all in on their AI business, and I can only work with a handful of people at once because I work super closely one-on-one with you, hand-holding you through this entire process, making sure that you see results within 90 days. So if you are actually serious about building your AI business to doing $20,000 to $50,000 every single month, then book a call below and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together. Remember, the opportunity is now, not in a year, not when the market gets saturated. Right now, we can still charge premium rates for these AI solutions. And wow, you can still close clients using methods like PPM that people don't even know exist. Take action today, because this AI gold rush is the biggest opportunity our generation has ever seen.